Hey everybody, Nate here from the Vino Paraiso wine store, coming to you today talking about California Cabernets. When you think of California Cabernet, most of the time people are thinking Napa Valley, maybe Sonoma Valley, and those areas are well known for their cabs. They're making great stuff, but they also make expensive wines that are not easy to come by. They're hard to find sometimes. Other times they're just out of our price range for daily drinkers. And not to say anything bad about that winery or wine region, because it's one of the most fantastic wine regions out there. Sometimes when we're looking for a California cab, we want to find something that's a little bit more affordable for our daily drinking. Well, I got just the thing for you. I got two wine regions that are up and coming. A lot of people probably haven't heard of them. A few of you people that are into wines probably have heard of them. But anyways, if you're looking to explore some cabs and you're looking for something affordable under 20 bucks that's got some good flavor and not just your run-of-the-mill grocery store wine, I've got two wine regions you want to check out. One is Lake County, California, which is north of Napa, north of Sonoma. It's in the Clear Lake region. That's one area, and they're known for making cabs. The other area we're going to talk about is Paso Robles, and that's south of Napa. It's actually south of San Francisco, and even further south, almost Central Coast, California, but a little bit inland. So if you've ever been to San Luis Obispo, you're thinking of the Hearst Castle. Go about 45 minutes inland. That's Paso Robles, and they're making great wines. Cabs are among them. So the first one I got for you is the Cameron Hughes Cabernet Lake County 2012 Cabernet Sauvignon. So Cameron Hughes is a negociant, and he goes out and scours the world, and he finds some of the best grapes that he can source and to make a variety of different wines. So he's got tons and tons of different wines out there. They usually have a lot, like lot 426 or something like that. That kind of designates where the wine came from and what the varietal is. So this one is actually from his CAM collection, so it's a little bit different. It's a little bit more, I'd say, intimate type wine. It's not so much of mass produced as some of the others are, and it's clearly got some distinct characteristics. So that one here, I'm going to take a little sip about it. So this one's a real dark purple. On the nose, get a lot of fruitiness, a little bit of oakiness. Wow. So this one is just really fruit forward, almost a little bit jammy, a little oaky. It's got some chewy tannins, not too bad. As it goes down, it just warms your throat. So this one's pretty good. Bold one. It's a little bit about it off the bottles. 14.1% alcohol. 2012. Probably drink within the next 5 years. The next one we're going to move on to is the Fourths of Nature Cabernet Sauvignon. This is out of Paso Robles. There's a winery called Rob Murray Vineyards. They're making some great wines out of Paso. This is one of their labels. They got 3 other labels like Tooth and Nail. I can't think of the other 2 right off the top of my head, but they're all fantastic wines. They got fancy artistic labels. They're pretty cool. It's waiting for, winemakers to display a little bit the artistic side. So sometimes we see a really expensive label and we think, people are putting all their money into advertising. Well, that's not always the case. A lot of times people just want to put something that expresses their personality and what they believe their wines are and what they're kind of into. And there's nothing wrong with that. That kind of distinguishes it from themselves. So it's kind of, wine is more than just drinking wine. A lot of times it's the way it's presented, who we're drinking with, and the food we're having. So anytime if you think it's just the labels just making the price of the wine go up, don't worry about that. That's not always the case. Like I said, both these are under 20 bucks. This one's fucking 15 bucks at Cameron Hughes, and this one is 17 bucks. So both good value wines. So onto it. Rob Murray Vineyards, he believes in letting the wines speak for themselves, or the nature speak for themselves, do all the hard work, and he's just there to be the steward for the wine and make it into something, but nature's doing the work. So that's a little theory behind that one. So this one is it's fruity. It's not this was like a deep fruit, real dark and black fruits. This one's a little bit more lighter, a little bit more cherry versus more like a dark plum. It's also a little bit more garnet. If I was going to say this one, the cam was more of like a deep purple. This one's like a ruby garnet. So this one is a lot lighter. Good fruit. It's got a real long finish. Doesn't have a lot of tannins. And it's still pretty good. And these are two very, very distinct cabs, but still very good. So if you're looking in Lake County, typically what I taste in Lake County is like a heavier, thicker, robust wine, real fruit forward, dark fruits, a bit jammy, a little bit higher in alcohol, and a bit oaky and chewy. Now, Paso, on the other hand, is this one's very indicative of Paso, but it's also different than some of the Paso. I'd say it's a little bit lighter than some of the Paso wines I've had, but it's pretty good too. It's got a little bit more mineraliness to it, a little bit earthier. It's a little smoother, a little lighter on the texture. Goes down good, long finish, warming finish. Not quite as much tannins on that, and that's probably just due to more the way it was oaked. So that's two great wines that I'm showing you here. Be on the lookout for Lake County cabs and Paso Robles cabs. I'm sure you're going to be able to find them all over the place. They're kind of making a name for themselves, kind of trying to stand out and become the future of California winemaking. Well, they'll never replace Napa and Sonoma, but they're complementing it, and they're making a name for themselves with distinct characteristics for those regions. So check them both out. Cam Collection, Force of Nature Cab, or just look for anything that's Paso or Lake County. I'm sure you'll be happy. Why don't you do this? If you've had something from either of these two regions that you're really digging, go ahead and leave a comment on there. We want to hear about that. In the meantime, if this is your first time watching our video, be sure and subscribe to it. That way you're getting all the latest updates. And if you want to check these two out, there'll be some links to our website. You can pick them up. We ship them out to you. A little bit of knowledge there. So when you buy online, if you get a case, mix or match, you're getting 20% off. So if you want to grab 6 of these, 6 of the other, and try them out, or just one of these, and a bunch of other stuff, get a case, 20% off. Can't beat that. Everybody loves savings. With that, I'm going to get out of here and let you guys go out and drink some wine and enjoy yourselves. So with that, cheers. Loving that wine.